These are the times of Lázaro. So hay que pedirle a Lázaro bendiciones and give him his respect because people don't understand that the time of the virus or global epidemic falls under the wrath and the fury of Lazaro because the pestilence and all the myths that would protect you against pestilence and everything that's bad is with Lazaro. There's certain rules to Lazaro. Lazaro likes clean house, always has clean environment. But Lazaro likes rum and he likes like beans and toasted corn. And I gave him some fragrance. 1-800, the orange blossom, the candle of Lazaro. See now, it came out. Look, they predicted that the la letra for the year 2020 was about Babaluaye and Oko. And so when they gave the letra in Cuba for the tradition or what the Odun was, is that the explanation was to be careful with the way that they sacrifice, with their hygiene. They were talking about the emphasis of herbs and plants to understand remedies, to understand medicine. So you have like different medicines that we make in the times of pestilence, and I put them around my Arisha. So the Vicks vapor rub, you know. So everything that has to do with sickness and health goes back to Lazaro. No? How I understand Lazaro is that he'll protect you from a serious disease. He'll give you a chance to live. He's a saint that really, for me, has helped me with my health because he's a protector. So the protector in Orisha tradition of Yoruba or in Cuba and Puerto Rico, Lazaro is a huge figure in the folk tradition arts. So that's why Lazaro La Letra came out, that this was a year of pestilence, the year of virus and bacteria and things like that. But it's coming from meat. You have to understand a lot of these diseases are caused by animals and then from animals to people. And something about consumption of contaminated animals can cause disease and virus. So all these viruses, you have to prepare your own self. Like one thing is you have the kitchen. You must cook for yourself. You must make sure your kitchen is clean. You have to make your own meals. You can't go eating from people that touched it. You know, like kind of old school. You gotta eat differently. You have to go shopping and clean your food, before you eat it. But the thing is that what people don't understand, you get sick when you in a crowded environment. People don't really get sick passing by one another. You know what I'm saying? Like it's what people touch. It's like something a little bit more interactive. But now that they shut down everything and businesses don't have any business, it's kind of like in the times of Lazaro, you have to take baños, like you have to take the baths. You could use like orange scented bath, like something orange or green. You could use ruda. I use ruda, but I'm running out. I already ran out of ruda. But you can use anything that has to do with orange, you know. I don't know if you can see that, but The superstition is oranges. I don't know. You need oranges to get over illness. I don't know. Like vitamin C. But you can do baños, you can do baths with the. But that's what I'm saying. The letra is like, first of all, the first rule is your home has to be immaculately clean. And that's been a rule since like way before any pandemic. You have to be very orderly because dust can be toxic. You know, animal hair or animal in your home, your pets cause problems. So you have to vacuum and wash your home. You gotta clean your bathroom. You know, that's why they have la regla. That's why the old ladies back in the day, they used to make the kids clean a lot. I remember growing up as a kid in a tropical environment, we always cleaning the sidewalks with soap and water. You know, you can tirar balde, you can throw water against your front porch to rid of whatever is out there, whatever jinx you want to clear. You could throw some salt in the sign of a cross, you know, outside your door. But there's all type of superstitions for the house. Like if you guys don't have Lazaro, see, I have Lazaro, I have the Chinese dynasty, I have the Native American Geronimo, I have Baba Luaye, I got the Gypsy, she's hiding over there. Where is she? She's over there. Quan Lin, you know, she's tough, and I got the old man. See, with the old man, he knows about sanitary. You have to be a doctor, you know. Like medicine, you have to know about this one, vapor rub. You don't get sick. You put this on your chest every night. It'll keep you from getting sick. And this is alcohol that has tobacco and hemp, marijuana, so that it has a dark color. And this is what I use for my pain. Like if I have arthritic pain, I use this on my legs, or you could use it on your body, but you don't use it on your face. Only for area that you have pain. So that's what I have for Lazaro. I made from the Indian and India. Estos son los símbolos, like this is the medicine part. You must know about Osain, who is the god of all plants, you know, and plants have remedies. So this alcohol is very sterile and very good, you know. I don't know how to explain it. It's a Hispanic thing. It's like all the old people used to put this on. It has like a scent, like it has like a tobacco kind of smoky scent. But this is like la cura. This is, you do not drink it. It's only for topical application only. And this is for your chest. So in the times of Lazaro, those are what you're supposed to use. You're supposed to use alcohol, like a mentholated alcohol. After you take a shower, you could put a little bit of alcohol in your hands and petroleum jelly, whatever, and style your hair with it. But you can use alcohol on your body to clean your body a little bit. On your feet, it's nice. But Lazaro, he said in a letra, is like, stay home. You know, he told me, he's like, tú no sal pa la casa, you know, you don't, they're very quarantine, like, you have to stay home. But it's true, it's like, you don't want to be around anybody, but it's okay. Everybody has to learn to be happy with themselves. So maybe this is a time for people to get used to one another that live at home. Because now they're going to annoy you. But Lazaro wants everyone in la casa. You know, that's, I guess the best way to not get sick is to stay home more. Probably is probably what the notion is about. But Lazaro, what does he want? He's gonna have, because it's the year of Oko, like she or he's the Orisha of agriculture, fertility. There's gonna be probably a lot of sexual energy, like a lot of procreation. There's like probably like family, um, like there's gonna be babies in a year from now. There's gonna be like a baby boom. Um, it's the future in like 2020. So we're out of the era of what we were in Hialeah in the 80s, where everything was very unified. Now we're all scattered around the world. And just like the gypsy says, she says, "Do not touch me." She doesn't shake hands. The gypsy never shakes your hand. She just looks at you and says, "Sit down." So you have to interact in a certain way now. I don't suggest eating from a fork or knife at a restaurant or on somebody's plate or somebody's cup. So guard your food, guard your mouth, guard what you drink. Be mindful of it and know what you're doing when you do, and make sure that you have control over what you ingest. Because in the times of Lazaro, it deals with the digestive system. It deals with talking about chronic disease. You have to understand the reflection of what Lazaro in Cuba is so popular that the people drag themselves across the street just to go to the church to pay alms to him. I mean, it's dramatic. It's they, everybody, they go crazy for Lazaro. And in the 80s, Lazaro and Baba Luaye and all the Orishas, the Chinos, everyone has a different Orisha. My Orishas happen to have Chinese ancestors or whatever. I don't know why. Soy un gitano. I'm over there. Soy la gitana. But Lázaro is like telling people it's about the kitchen. It's about la Madonna, the Madonna, the servant that cooks beans and rice for you. Like, stay at home and eat your own food. Make your own beans, you know. You can make arroz frijoles, you know. Learn from the earth. Aprende de la tierra. Learn from the earth, because the earth is powerful. The black beans are strong. They say, se queda quieto, yeah. And these, you have the toasted corn for it. Solo le falta un poquito de aguardiente or some rum. I don't have any alcohol for him. But I do have the cigar. And I just refilled my glass, so I filled it full. I think that we're dealing with a lot of people right now. And so too many people, too many too many things going on at the same time. Now it's totally dead. There's nothing to do, nobody to see. Everyone's socially distancing, so everyone's kind of in their own zone. But the important thing about La Letra was it wasn't about coronavirus. It was talking about like your home, like germs. Like there's some people that don't keep a clean house or don't keep a clean business. And there's roaches or, different problems that they don't clean. But all of a sudden, everybody started cleaning. That's because of Yemaya. Now Yemaya, she kind of came into the picture because she was like, I'm the ocean. I'm going to clean everything up. And I'm going to throw in some Yemaya. So Yemaya was the goddess of the blue ocean. She's mysterious. So she's like, no, fuck that shit. I'm going to come in there. I'm going to put them to work and start washing and going obsessively clean. When people go obsessively clean, it's because of the archetype of Yemaya. Yemaya is a black woman. She's blue. She's from the ocean. And she wants everything her way. It's clean, clean, clean. She wants everything her way. I don't know how to describe Yemaya, but she's a very strong Orisha. She's in charge of domestic work. Like in Haiti, white and blue, they're like maids. I don't know. There's a whole history to Yemaya. Yemaya, she ain't having it. She the ocean. She like, she crazy. Yemaya. And she cleans and cleans the ocean. She's a constant vortex of energy. Yemaya is a very strong Orisha. She's like a hurricane. So I have her all the way back here because she's, Yemaya is strong. I'm on the West Coast, so Yemaya is a different energy here. Here, well, the reason why I have the dynasty now, I have all the backup right here. See, well, everyone's all worried about pestilence and all this bullshit. They don't have an ancestral altar that shows your destiny, yo. My destiny is not tomorrow. My destiny is I'm trying to live as long as I can and probably live when I'm an old guy. Until my 80s or something. You know what I'm saying? But these people are walking around in masks. But they don't have what I have. I don't know if it's my superstition, my belief system's a little different than yours. But I have the evidence right here that I'm telling you the African deities are completely at work. Like it brought more harmony on earth in the sense that there's not as much carbon dioxide and it's less impact on the environment. So a shutdown in a way was like society's way of cooling off the environment, you know. But that energy prior to it was very hectic and very accelerated. It's almost in a way that energy had to stop. Like maybe things were too wound up like a ball, too much energy, and I had to slow down everything. But I'm telling you, the Orishas from Africa are at work, for sure. All the ladies from Africa are trying to understand this. They're trying to make recipes to cure it. Because La Letra of the year is about Lazaro and it's going to be about the doctor. I don't know. I hope you guys just wash your hands thoroughly. But also wash your feet. You know, there's different ways you can make a small bucket of water and you put alcohol in it, put a little soap, whatever. Soak your feet because you have to keep your shoes at the outside of your door. You don't walk into your house. I think that's the first thing that people probably should do. Is probably not walk into your home with your shoes on. Because I would imagine that's probably the dirtiest thing to walk in the door is the bottom of the shoe. You know? Like, gotta make sure your floor is hygienic. Try to dust the areas that are dirty in your home. Areas like in the sink and crevices or there's mildew, you gotta clean that out. Like anything in the bathroom that's not hygienic, you have to bleach it out. It's kind of like threefold. Like it's not just about one thing. It's like three things going on at the same time. I think there's other illnesses that you can get from poor sanitation. It's not just one kind of, there's E. coli, there's all kinds of different diseases that people get from food or from people. But la letra is like, try to make your own food. Stay at home. Don't socialize. Say hi when you need to. Look at them in the eye. Walk away when you need to. Buy all that you can. Try to save as much money as you can. Don't be foolish. Don't travel. Stay at home. Do gardening. Do plants. Do something that's green. Get into the vibe of herbs and plants. Use medicine. See? Use the medicine, Los Santos. And I have the Chinese deities because you know what? If there's anything that's strong, of a strong hand, it's definitely the incarnation of the emperor. Emperor is important out of the Buddha family. You know what I'm saying? I mean, this is how Puerto Ricans do it. I don't know about where you're from, but my santos are like, los santos son fuertes. No, no cree que no. Todos son, esos son fuertes santos. Ahí está. Mm. Son fuertes. It just says a sense of beware. I mean, this is probably an old school thing in a way. I mean, most people don't really interact close to close. Like, people should keep their distance from someone in general. You know, it's interesting to see how, like, in Japan, when they interact with one another, you know, they bow, they got some distance, they don't really get too close, they don't try to kiss you on the cheek. You know, things are becoming a little bit more like that, you know, like you see somebody, hey, just bow, say hi. But Los Santos, I'm telling you, it's about like you gotta have supply. Like if you don't got food at home, like for real, don't get stuck without having food. You know, for sure. Like that's what I pray for. There's one thing I pray for. I pray God that I have food. Have abundance of food. You know, I have my maíz tostado. A Lázaro, pidiendo a Lázaro, por favor Lázaro, ayúdame en estos tiempos de, no sé si son el fin del mundo o comienzo del mundo, no sé qué, pero estamos aquí en otro planeta. Gracias a Dios que estamos aquí juntos, pedirle a Diosito, a los santos, a los siete potencias. Los siete potencias son aquí. Sí, Jesucristo, Shango, we got all of them. I'm telling you, if you don't have the understanding of Caribbean religion, trust me, it's all about this, man. It's una vela. You need a candle. You need Lazaro's candle. San Lazaro's candle. I like the yellow one. Some people like purple. It's up to you. But I go for yellow. Got the yellow candle. To me, in my belief, I think that the yellow candle is the most strongest candle that exists in all the candles that are out. White and yellow, to me, are the two ones that are the strongest candle, in my opinion. A white and a yellow candle. So right now I have a yellow candle. So I have San Lazaro. Now I bought this in December. I predicted already in the prophecies that this was the time of pestilence and bad health. Because I had gotten sick myself. In 2019, my health changed. So it wasn't new to me in a way. If all of a sudden people started to get sick, I'm like, oh, I already got sick. Like, no shit. You know? So you gotta watch your back with what you're eating. Okay? Pero yo estoy pidiendo a San Lázaro que tú estás comiendo. You know, in a way it's good because I was eating at a lot of restaurants, different places, sitting down, eating different, and you don't really know the hygiene of the kitchen and how well they're preparing your food. Is it new? Is it old? Are they experienced? Is it not quality? And sometimes from time to time, you get a restaurant and the food's awful. You don't like it. It's really bad on your stomach. But those are times with these beans, stay home. Comete, rice and black beans. That's a cure for the epidemic. Rice and black beans and corn. Eat a lot of corn, tortilla. And a lot of like oranges and lemons, limes, citrus fruits. Anything that has anything to do with lemon or oranges. Remember that the baño is orange for me. If you can try to find orange baño. Different ones. I have ruda, the green. See, I did this last year, before the end of the year, before the beginning of the pandemic. I started to use ruda to shield me from all bad energy in the name of the powerful Yoruba tradition of la ruda. Esta hierba es fantástico, brother. This brand ruda is a green plant, an herbal plant, and it smells really fresh. It's nice. And you have different brands of it. Powerful Indian. Yeah, I'm just doing a video. So this one, ayuda, estamos pidiendo ruda. Tengo aquí. See, this is the substance of it. You have the little twig from the plant, but in general, it's green. So if you want to know some of the remedies, is ruda. Is the cure for the pandemic. Un baño de ruda. You do these in green baths. Green or orange baths, one of the two. See? The green bath. This plant will protect your aura from bad energy. Agua de ruda. To conclude, I haven't used this one because it hasn't become time. But you have other ones, Obatala. But it's not time for that bath yet. It's not the right moment. And if you have roses, you can save the petals. I have roses here. That's one yellow roses for Oshun. Esto es Oshun. Yeah. The orange, the yellow. So yellow and green are the colors you want to use. That's the frequency that protects you. Is yellow and green. I don't know. Like I could accompany this candle with a green one if I had one. You see? Or white, but at this moment I think it would be just red and green and yellow for Lazaro. But he likes purple. Estos son los colores de Lazaro, ¿sí? No me lo quita, ¿eh? He's like, no lo voy a quitar. Ahí está. The harvest, okay? I don't know if people make any sense of this. Probably doesn't make any sense to people. Why I emphasize the beans. But that's a digestive remedy, I think, for anything. It's a protein, and it's a healthy protein, so the beans are good. The corn is good. Be careful of animal food, meat, things with blood, things that are like meat, different types of meat, stay away from things like that. Have a more. It's a time of Lent, and typically you want to eat more natural food or fish or something. I don't know. A lot of people are dependent on pork and beef in their diet, but if you could eat more fish and vegetables, it might be better for you. But too much fish is bad. That's not good. But let me see. La letra se dice bien claramente, man. You gotta stay home, unfortunately. It's kind of like the remedy to the problem for a lot of reasons. But when you stay home, you get more time con los santos, with your saints, and then you think, well, they want to say something to me. But I think you could sense the authority, like there's a strong order to things, you know. It's kind of like a different rhythm. But yeah, that's the front line. I'm telling you, it's all about Lazaro, Babalu Aye. Yep. He has different attributes, you know. But the most I think is the burlap, his signature of it, and the purple, you know. Ooh, I got San Lazaro right away, right? Lazaro came to me quick. He's like, yeah, venga a mi casa. I was, I ran to the, the bodega in December 2019, and I run to the man and I say, hey man, I need Lazaro. I don't have a statue. He said, oh, I have a couple. I'm like, yeah, dame Lazaro. ¿Verdad que sí? Lázaro es fuerte. You have to watch what you eat. Oh my God. I can't emphasize it more. Ooh, it has me thinking. Like, do not trust people when you go and eat. Like, do you want anyone touching your beans? You know, touching your stuff when you eat it? No, no. Like, everyone's touching everything. See? Touch, touch, touch. Everyone's touching things. So, we have problems with hygiene, sanitation. People are not cleaning things, especially in the public environment. You know, it's per company, per company. You know, it's not really widely spread. But that sanitation issue, that's a difficult issue. Por eso hay que quedar en la casa, you have to stay home and make your own food.